Yep. Good morning, everyone. So, last session we learned about working with the body section in HTML. So, we learned about HTML body section attributes. These all attributes we discussed in the previous class. So, let me give you the list of attributes that we learned. In body section, we have attributes BG color, text, background, we have align, and we have a link, that is active link and v-link, visited link, and we have left margin and right margin, top and bottom, top margin and bottom margin. These are all the attributes that we learned in the body section. And we discussed how to give colors in HTML. So how many ways we can define colors? 3 ways. We can give a color name, or you can give a color shade name. Another one, hexadecimal code. Hexadecimal code varies RGB colors from 0 to F. That's how we define. Next important, after understanding the body section, now we have to learn the body semantics. We have to learn body semantics. What are body semantics and how to use them? Actually, sometimes people have little bit confusion on this, because in interviews, some people ask like, can you name some semantic elements in HTML? Actually, HTML have more than 100 semantic elements. In HTML, the concept semantic elements is not special. Semantic means what? What is the meaning of semantic? Semantic means it is meant for a specific purpose. That means it names its name, mention what its purpose is. Then we call it as semantic. So that means by seeing the name, we can understand what its purpose is. Such type of elements are called as what? Semantics. Wrongly, many people think that semantic elements is a special category, and in this category, so many separate elements are present. It's not like that. Actually, complete HTML depends on semantics. In HTML, almost more than 100 elements, up to 100 elements are there, semantic elements. So don't get confused, because some websites or some people highlight that these are 4 important semantic elements, these are 10 important semantic elements. Not like that. We have more than 100 semantic elements. For example, I will show you who is the official author of HTML. Tim Berners-Lee, right? Currently, who is maintaining HTML? Watt WG. And the documentation is managed by a group called MDN, Mozilla Developers Network. These people maintain the documentation for HTML, CSS, JavaScript. The official help documentation is designed by MDN. Actually, MDN is managed by a person, Brendan Eich. Brendan Eich. Have you heard about him? He is father of JavaScript. He invented JavaScript. Brendan Eich invented JavaScript. He is the father of JavaScript. And you know Mozilla Firefox? He designed that Firefox browser. He was the architect of JavaScript and Mozilla Firefox. Firefox browser designed by Brendan Eich, JavaScript invented by Brendan Eich. Actually, he maintains the group called MDN, Mozilla Developers Network. And this group is responsible for official documentation for HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. You see now, I will show you here. This is HTML semantic tags. And from where you have to get that information, who is the official people? The official people is MDN, Mozilla Developers Network. These are the official people, not W3 schools. W3 schools or Tutorial Point or Java Point, these are not official people. The official is semantic. This is Mozilla Developers Network. These are the people officially responsible for designing documents. You see, let's go to the glossary here. You can see semantic elements. So, and you see these semantic elements, these are all the semantic elements. And they say that, so sum of roughly 100 semantic elements available. This is what the people who invented and maintaining HTML are telling. That means HTML contains hundreds of semantic elements. But wrongly, some people have a wrong information to give you. They will say that there are 10 important semantic elements. There are 4 important semantic elements. So can you name those? Not necessary. Hundreds of semantic elements are present. Actually, the meaning of semantic means the name tells what its purpose is. That means by the name, we can understand what it is. So hundreds of semantics are there. Today, we are going to learn some first basic semantics required for designing body. Hundreds of semantics are there. Level by level, we will learn. So currently, what are the semantics we are going to learn is, we are going to learn. So what is meant by semantic? Semantic refers to element meant for a specific purpose. So the name defines what its purpose is. The name defines what its purpose is. So HTML have over 100 semantics. HTML have over 100 semantics. So body section semantics used for designing a layout. Body section semantics used for designing a layout are, we have some important semantics. The body section semantics used for designing a layout. That means it is used for designing a correct structure of page. What is a layout? I told you, layout means it specifies which content we have to display. Actually, body section semantics which are used for designing layout, so many are there. Important semantics, first we will learn. We have header, we have a footer, we have section, we have main, and we have a nav. So we are having article. So we have a side. So we have a dialogue. We have a figure, and we have a fig caption. We have a div, and we have a span. These are the first important semantics you have to learn. As I said, there are hundreds of semantics, but we will start with these first. These are very important for designing a basic layout. To prepare any professional website, the first important semantics are these. And remember, all these semantics which I given here, these are newly added from HTML5. In HTML4, we don't have them. From HTML5 onwards, they added these new semantics. So that is the reason sometimes when you attend interviews, they may ask like, do you know new semantics of HTML? New semantics of HTML means these are all semantics only. So before HTML5, actually, while working with HTML version 4, we used to design complete body layout using tables. We used to use tables. That means tables are used for designing a website. Complete website design is created by using tables. But we were facing a lot of problems with tables. One of the main problem with table is actually tables are not SEO friendly. They are not SEO friendly. They are not search engine friendly. If you keep anything in table, they are not search engine friendly. That is one major problem we used to face, right? So HTML4, it uses tables for designing everything. But what is the problem is SEO friendly. They are not SEO friendly. I will explain one problem here. See, I will explain what is the problem earlier. Suppose we have two images. Suppose we are having one image. So this is a flower. And so we have another image. This is like Audi, something like this. Now what happens here? So we have a general Google search box. We have a Google search box. And here we are having a caption figure and we have like car. Now what happened is somebody in Google search, he typed car. That means he want to find all the car images. He searched for car. Now what happens is the robot comes to your page. In your page, it will find there is a word called car. So it will identify that there is car word in your page. Now tell me which picture it will show in results, the picture above or picture below. It is confused. Because how you can say that this caption I written figure car belongs to image below? It may be sometimes captions we write below image also. That means now the confusion for robot is whether this caption belongs to image above or below, because robots cannot see photos. They don't know photos. They will just look for this caption. They don't know. That's the reason you might have observed 3-4 years back. So when you were working on Google search, you are searching for some image, you will find lot of images are displayed which are not related to your search. Have you observed? Even today, some are there. That means when you are searching for any topic, you will find in search results so many images that are not at all related to your search. Have you seen that? Will you agree? Have you observed that point? Now, why? Because this is the reason. Now you may ask like, then why can't we put this caption on the photo? If you put caption on the photo, robots cannot read them. Robots cannot read anything which is present on photo. That is one advantage for us. That is the reason. Have you observed captcha? Have you observed captcha? In websites, why they give captcha? In websites, why they give captcha? Because to avoid robots, so that robots cannot log in into our website. And if you have observed, captcha contains some scrambled letters in a picture. Why? Because robots cannot read pictures. That is a little security for us. So the point is, our content is not search engine friendly. Especially when we are keeping the content, in a web page using tables, that is not SEO friendly. That is one problem. Another problem we were facing with tables was, majorly we were facing with table is, tables lead to a situation called kiss of death. Tables lead to a situation called kiss of death. Kiss of death is a technical word actually. It's a technical word. Even when you are using your computers, suppose while using your computers, you might have seen suddenly a blue screen comes and stops. Have you experienced it? While using your Windows, suddenly one blue screen comes, it says fatal error and it stops. Do you know technical name for that? We call it as blue death screen. If you have to complain that problem to any hardware engineer, you will tell him that I am getting a blue death screen. Then he can understand what is the problem. Kiss of death is also a technical word actually. What is the meaning of this kiss of death? Generally, what is the meaning of this? That means you are kissing death. Huh? Then what it is? Kiss of death is nothing but it is just a saying which indicates that we don't know when, where it will come. Kiss of death means it is a saying which indicates that we are not sure when, where it will come. Why that saying is used in web designing? Because you might have experienced some websites. When you open a website, you might have seen at the top one logo is loaded. In between some blank white screen is there. At the bottom some more logo is loaded. Have you observed that? Have you observed some websites? They don't load content in order. You will see some photo right side corner. Suddenly you will see some advertisement left side, some right, left. There is no order in loading. Have you experienced that? While using internet, you might have seen several websites. They don't load the content in order. Random will come. Suddenly you will see some logo right side. Suddenly you will see some advertisement. There is no order. That is because of table. That means those websites are not using HTML5. So they don't have a proper order in loading. That is one of the biggest drawback. To overcome these two issues, in HTML5, they introduced all these options. Not only this, so many others they have introduced. By using them, we can make the pages more SEO friendly. We can make the pages more user friendly. So if anybody asks, what is the advantage of these new semantics in HTML? The advantage of these new semantics, they make our pages more SEO friendly, search engine friendly. So HTML4 don't have that. In HTML5, how they solved is, I will show you one point. They introduced a container called figure. In this figure container, you can put a photo. And for this, You can give a figure caption. You can give a figure caption, some like car like this. Now what happens is this caption is attached to this photo. Now when you search, it will give exactly what you are looking for. That means nowadays you can observe that your search results are a little better. Why? Because when you are searching, you will get almost similar things what you are looking for. Early days, it was different. So why currently it is more better? Because they are using the new semantics. So what is advantage of these new semantics? What is the main advantage? So what simple note you have to note is HTML5 introduced the new semantics to make the page more SEO and user friendly. So HTML5 introduced the new semantics to make the page more SEO and user friendly. That is the semantic elements. Now, first we will learn all these 12 semantic elements, how to use them. One by one with examples, we will see how to use them. But I will show you these, how they use in a website. Actually, what is the purpose? Why you have so many semantics is, see, suppose we are opening a website like some Amazon. When you open the website like Amazon, actually this website officially is having lot of sections. It is officially having lot of sections. I will tell you what are the sections. Actual, whatever you see at the top margin, black line is there, na? So this is called header. Header. Usually everybody knows that. Header means which displays at the top margin of page. Usually what header contains? What header contains? The company logo, some quick toolbar, some navigation, and some search links, and all such options are kept in header. Now, where I can find the address, copyrights of this website? Where I can find the address, copyrights, and other legal terms of this website? Usually we find this at the bottom of the page, which is called as footer. Now you scroll down, you see at the bottom, you will find a footer. You will find a footer. So every page is having two major sections. At the top, we have header. At the bottom, we have footer. If a robot have to search for address of this website, it will not waste time. If a robot have to know the company logos, details, and all, it will directly go to the header. If a robot want to know what are the links they are providing, it will directly go. Yep. So, yeah, let's see here. We will define a simple area. I will show you the options here. Now, in this, we are having, yeah. Okay. You see, generally a page looks like this. Let's open a page. I am giving a simple page layout. A simple page layout, how it looks like. This is professionally the structure of a web page. And in this web page, first important is we have, so here we are having at the top margin of page, whatever you want to show. This content is called as what? Header. That means you want to show anything at the top margin. This is considered as header. And anything you want to show at the bottom of the page, at the bottom margin of the page, this is called as what? Footer. So we have header and footer. And anything between this header and footer, this part between header and footer, whatever is there, this is considered as section. So every web page is divided into three major areas: the header, section, and footer. Inside the section or inside the header, you can have a navigation bar. Navigation bar used to navigate electronics, mobiles, or some watches, some different categories. So such navigation categories are kept in an area called nav. Nav indicates navigation. And in some websites, navigation is present top. It is present left side also. You might have seen some websites giving the navigation in two places. So this is navigation. So header, footer, section. Any navigation related content is kept in a special area called as what? Nav. Another important is every website usually have a main. I hope you have learnt in computer programming what is the meaning of the word main. So in computer programming, what is the meaning of the word main? Main is in Java, .NET or any language, you have a main method. Na? What it is called as technically? I want technical name. Main is known as I want technical word. Main is called as entry point of program. If you don't write a main method in any programming language, do you know what error it will show? It will show an error saying that entry point missing. In any computer programming language, if you see an error called entry point missing, that means it is unable to find main. So main is called entry point. So in a website also, entry point is called main. Entry point means, for example, you see here, suppose we open some website like Netflix. It is not possible to everybody to follow the tradition. You see, this is Netflix. In Netflix, from where the user will start using this website, can he directly watch movies? No, he will start from this area. Am I right? Because here it is saying enter your email address and get started. So this is considered as what? Main. The entry point of any website is considered as main. So main is the area from where user will start using, right? So you learnt already few basic options. What is the header? Top margin. Where the footer comes? Bottom margin. Between header and footer? Section. The entry point is designed as main and the navigation is defined using nav. Another important, websites sometimes they give the latest highlights. Websites give the latest highlights. For example, it is a college school website. They say results announced. So you visit some other websites. They say that these are the latest offers. These are called article. Article means it contains the latest highlights of your site. the latest highlights of our site are kept in an area called article. That means you can keep anywhere. Just roughly, I am keeping something here. And this is article. What is the purpose of article? To keep the highlights of the website. For example, let's open some website. Suppose I'm opening a website like some IRCTC. We are opening website like IRCTC. When we open website like IRCTC, this is IRCTC website. And can you tell what this area is? This area is main because it is the entry point. And below that you can observe, this is defined. This is article. This is article is nothing but some highlights of this particular website. That means they want to show some highlights of that website, then they will give as article. Is that having in Amazon like also? Let's see. Suppose I opened Amazon. In that Amazon, because Amazon keeps everything in a banner, they will give the banners. They don't use articles regularly. And you can see these are all the banners. These are banners only. Suppose we are having same like red bus. Okay. These people traditionally follow these kind of things. Now you can see you opened something and you know that this is entry point, and you can see that in this, when I scroll down, when we usually scroll down, you can see this is article. This area is considered as article. Article means the latest highlights, whatever trending offers they want to give. And this is not standard, regularly changing. So any highlights of a website is defined by using what? Article. We can keep anything related to website highlights in article area. Another important, we have aside. Aside means it contains information which is not related to this website. Aside means it contains information which is not related to this website. What content we will keep which is not related to our website? What content we keep in our website which is not related to our website? Usually we advertise, ads, advertisements. They are kept in which area? Aside. That means suppose you are advertising for others, then your website can put the advertisements in a separate area. What is that area? Aside. Not only advertisements, sometimes this website have partner business. Partner business means, for example, you open some Reliance website. Reliance, or you say you open some Swiggy. When you open Swiggy, the Swiggy says that you can order food. And the Swiggy says that we have InstaSmart. InstaSmart is a separate app. Do you know? It is a separate app where you can order groceries and everything. Right now, when you select that, it will navigate you outside Swiggy and it will open a separate app called InstaSmart. That means they are navigating you from that website to their partner sites. This is called as what? Aside. Any such navigation, any such information which is not related to this current website, then we have to keep in which area? Aside area. Aside is for that purpose. Another important, we have dialogue and figure caption. Dialogue is nothing but, for example, we opened some website. After we opened a website, in this website, some content is hidden and it will pop up whenever you want. For example, you want to help from these people. You see there is a help option. When you click that help option, what will happen? It will pop up a window like this. In this window, you can chat. You can enter your details. You can chat. This is called dialogue. This is called dialogue. Dialogue is hidden and it will pop up immediately whenever you want something. Like you want to post some comment, you want to chat with their people, then automatically a pop-up will come. These pop-ups are called as what? Dialogues. These are called dialogues. So usually dialogues are nothing but you can keep the dialogues anywhere in the page. You can keep a dialogue anywhere in the page. It will automatically appear on the top of others. It will appear on the top of others. For example, I will highlight this with certain color. You can see. Yeah. And this we call it as, this is considered as a dialogue. Usually this dialogue will pop up, and whenever it is necessary, it is not necessary, we can close this dialogue. We can close a dialogue like this. This is called dialogues. A pop-up will come. In that pop-up, we can ask something and they can interact with us. These kind of contents are designed by using dialogue. And just now I explained how to put the pictures SEO friendly. To put the pictures SEO friendly, what we do? We put an area. In that area, we call it as figure. In the figure, we will put some picture. We will put some picture. And for that picture, we will put a caption. How you give that figure? Caption. This makes the pictures SEO friendly. That means every picture in a website, we don't want SEO friendly, because we put some advertisements, we put some banners. We don't them to be displayed in search results. We want only few pictures in search results. So those pictures we can put in which area? Figure. Figure indicates it is an area for images with the caption that you can define by using figure and figure caption. I hope up to this everyone understood. What is header? Top margin of page. Footer, bottom margin of page. Between header and footer, section. Entry point, main. Navigation, nav. And highlights and trends, article. As a partner business or advertisements, aside. And pop-ups, dialogues. Pictures and captions, figure and figure captions. These are the options. So these are semantic elements. Now, very major one, div and span. Actually, they are not major, very simple things. Our people make them complicated, right? So div and span are very, very simple concepts, straightforward. What the people who invented, they tell about div and span, I will tell you. But our people make this too complicated, because usually you people have habit of watching internet, YouTube videos and all. That's the reason you mess up with all the content and you are confused. Actually, it is a very simple, straightforward concept. And even I explain that many people come with a complaint. They say that, sir, in that website I have seen, they explained so many things about div and span, so many differences. Even sometimes in interviews, if you tell one point, they will say that, no, there is some more about div and span, tell me. So what is exactly the concept of div and span? I will explain according to the people who developed it. And that is very simple, straightforward option. I will show you here. See, this is also for SEO friendly only. For this, this diagram, I will upload into the class. This is the HTML structure. So, okay. And now you see here, let's have some content to type. I am typing some content here. Web technologies. And in this, I have a HTML. This is like some front end. And in this, we have HTML. And here we have, it is a markup language. And we have like CSS. So we have like, it defines styles. Okay. We have backend. And the backend, I have some option like Oracle. So like this is, it is a database. Like this, we are having some content. Just let's keep some content like this. and we have like some JSP, some it is server side, something. Now you see here, we have some content. Now by seeing this, I hope it is very clear to you. You can tell me what is the main topic here. What is the main topic here? Web technologies. So this web technologies is a division. It is a division. That means a division contains all related information. It is one div. This web technologies is a division. That means it is actually referring to a div. It is a div. It is one division. In that, how many subdivisions are there? Major subdivisions, how many? 2 subdivisions are there. Good. What are those? Front end, back end. That means you see here, this front end is one division and this back end is another division. Am I right? In the main division, we have 2 divisions. Now in front end, how many divisions are there? 2 divisions are there. That means what is that? HTML and CSS. That means this HTML and CSS, I'll take light. This HTML is one division and this CSS is another division. That is another division. Similarly, in backend 2 divisions are there. What is it? Oracle and another one JSP. Something like this we are having. Right? This is the divisions we are having. Right? That means now how many divisions are there? At the top 1, after that 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divisions are there. That's it. Every box is a div. Every box is a div. Now robot can easily understand your content. It knows that you are having one main topic. In that you are having 2 subtopics. In those 2 subtopics again 2 subtopics are there. This is how we present our content. There is nothing else. And these are all called divs. That means now how many divs I design? 7 divs. What is that? Main div is 1. Am I right? After that front end and back end 2 divisions. In again front end 2 divisions. That's very simple, straightforward. Nothing else. That is what people who invented div, they tell. But our people have lot of confusion on that. Div means it will keep side by side, one below another, so many nonsense. Right? Nothing at all. Divs and spans are the main purpose is SEO friendly. So that robot can understand easily where a topic starts and where it ends. That's it. That means many people have definition like div means one below another, span means one beside another. No, a div also we can keep side by side. A span also we can keep one below another. It doesn't matter for that. Where you keep a content, it doesn't matter. The main concept here is how many divisions so that it can easily understand. Now see what is wrong here sometimes. Suppose you say, suppose I written like this, HTML. So in this, it is a markup language. Let's say markup language. Okay. And it is used for presentation. Like this, I am writing. It is used for presentation. Now see, this is one division. HTML is one division. That is one main division. Now in this, it is a markup language and it is used for presentation. I divided like this. Is it correct? Is it correct? It is not correct. Visually, it looks correct. But technically, it is wrong. Why? Is first line doesn't belong to second line? Both lines belong to each other. Na? Then why you are separating? Now robots thinks that this topic is different, second topic is different. Then how you present this information correctly? We have to present this information correctly. How we do that? Actually, this is entire one division. Understood? This is entire one division. and first line is considered as one paragraph. Second line is considered as another paragraph. Both paragraphs belongs to one div. That means now these are not divisions anymore. We don't write by division. This time we will separate them, but not by division. We call them as what? Paragraph. We call them paragraph. That means paragraph means it says that it is a part of that. Paragraph indicates it's a part. So divisions means you are separating a topic from others. Right? That is a simple, straightforward thing, nothing extra. Now, very important is, I want to highlight the word markup. Here, I want to highlight the word markup. It should be in its place only, but we need to separate. Separate means not for separating from the topic. Separating means just to highlight. In that case, what we do is, this markup we will keep in the line itself, but highlight. For that we use the concept of span. What is the meaning of the word span? The meaning of the word span means continue along with what you are already having. What is the meaning of span means continue, but look different. You continue with the same, but you look different. Then how you can look different by continuing same? We can highlight that by using what? Spans. By using the span. That is very important here. So when to use a span? When you are displaying some continuous inline content, in that some words or some sentence you want to highlight, separately look like, then we can define as what? Spans. So for example, let's see the example now. Let's design this point. So let's create the example here. So it is a flip kata. So our project is Flipkart. Now here I am designing. So this is index page. I will close this index page. Every day, no need to practice in index page. For every different example, you can create one HTML page. In the same project, for every example, you can create a separate page and you can practice. Later, you will learn how to bring all of them at one place, right? Initially, index page is done. Other pages, you add in public folder. Only index page you add outside, other pages you add public. In public folder, let's add a new file. I will give the file name some home.html. Now how to start this? Just you can right click and you can select open with live server. It will start. Now in this, let's design a simple page. To create a page, actually we need a basic structure. One advantage in your Visual Studio Code is every day to design a simple structure of page, Visual Studio Code is having emmet. Visual Studio Code is having a tool called emmet. What this emmet will do is, what is advantage of that emmet is, you just create a HTML page. In that, press exclamation mark. Press exclamation mark and press tab. When you press tab, automatically the page structure will come. The default page structure will come. So every day you don't need to design all the part. If you design, it doesn't matter. But because every day we need head, body, sections, so it's very simple. Just what you have to do, start the page with exclamation and press tab. Actually, this is referring to emmet. Emmet, it is a tool. So when you just press tab, automatically it will insert the content. This basic structure we need every day. So we will not waste time in writing all that. We can just put and see automatically it given meta two things. Which one? UTF character set 8 and it given meta viewport content width device width initial scale 1. right? This is for making the page responsive. Na? Already these are added. If you want, you can add more. For example, for title, I am giving home. Okay. Now in the body section, let's create the content exactly what we are looking for. So here I am writing first a main division. In this division, I am writing header, footer, all we will see later. First, we are discussing div and span. Here in the main division, we have a topic. What is it? Web technologies. Okay. After that, another div inside. This div, first div, this is what? Front end. After that, another div. This refers to back end. Okay. Let's go to the front end. In front end, again div. This refers to HTML, right? So, and inside this, we need to write 2 lines. So for that, we need paragraphs. Later, you will learn about paragraphs. Paragraphs are written with P. It is a markup language like this. I want another paragraph. So it is used for presentation. Like this, we can define. And we have another topic, another div. This div is what? CSS. Here we will put a paragraph. It is used for styling, something like this we define. After this, we will go to the backend. In the backend, again a div. And for this div, we are giving some like Oracle and program. So it is a database. Okay, like another div. And this is what? Some JSP and a paragraph. It is server side programming, something like this we define. Now all these are defined, and when you run this, right click in the page, open with live server. Remember, don't click go live now, because when you click go live now, what will happen? Every day it will open index page only. Currently our page is not index page. Which page it is? Home page. So what you do, right click on the page and select the option open with live server. Automatically it will start the page with live server and it will display. And you will see that all the divisions are like this. You will not find anything special here, but we will make it little special. What we will do, let's put some styles. So we will go to head section. Here we will write style. In the style, we are writing wherever div is present. For div, we will give border. That means we can write border. Border have 3 values. First value, how much thickness you want. Suppose I given 2 pixel thickness. Second, what style border you want. You have like solid border. You have like dotted border. You have like dashed border. So many separate borders are there. I will give solid border, solid. After that, which color border you want? You can put any color. I will put color as some black. This is the border. So border have 3 things. One is border size, what type of border you want, and color. Now you see automatically, you will see all the divs are having border now. And to make them little bit more clear in appearance, I will give 1 pixel itself. Okay. To make them clear in appearance, what we will do is for all divs, we will give margin as 5 pixels. That means all directions margin will be 5 pixels. If you want to give top margin, bottom margin, right margin, left margin, you can separately write like this, margin left. You can separately write margin right. Yesterday you saw what is margin. In CSS, margin is written like this. Now what you can do, I give margin, all directions 5 pixel. Then you can see all your divs will look like this. You see now divs. That means all the divisions look like this. I hope now you can clearly separate them. You see web tech, we can give lot of headings, paragraphs and all later. As of now, we are just discussing about divisions. Now see the divisions are very clear. What are the divisions here? One more important is C. Actually, the space between this border and page, this space is called margin. If you want some space between the content and border, then that space is called as padding. We call it as padding. You have margin and you have padding. What is difference between margin and padding is nothing but, for example, suppose here we are having content. Now you see the space between the border and content, this is called padding. The space between border and the page, that is called as what? Margin. That means around the content, if you want some gap, then what we have to do? We have to give padding. We have to, already I given margin, I am using another option. What is it? Padding. Padding 5 pixels. Then you can see around the content some gap will come so that you can clearly see them. Actually, the content is just on the border. Now we can have some gap. That depends on how much padding you given. Suppose I given 15 pixel padding, then it will give more gap. Then you can see the space around will come. That is better. Now you can see this is all the content you are having. I hope now you can easily understand divs. Now see the point. Suppose I want to highlight the word what? Markup. Then I will go to markup, and here I am using a div for markup. Then what will happen? It will separate that word from the topic. It will separate the word from topic. Now you can see it is separated markup. But it should be a part of this line only, na? It should be a part of that line. Then don't use div, then you have to use a span. You have to use a span. When you use a span, it indicates that it is a part of line. And you can see it is a part of line only. It is a part of line. You can see it is a part of line only. But if you want, you can highlight now. What I will do is, wherever span is present, we will write span. Wherever span is present, its color, or I will put background color yellow. Then you can see that span will highlight. I want just not background color. I want as bold. Then we have an option font weight. Font weight means bold. We can give font weight as bold. Then you see it is bold. It will display bold. We can add lot of effects. If you want italic, then we say font style as italic. Italics, that is italic. Then you see bold and italic, it is a part. So when to use span and when to use div. If you want to separate this from the topic, then we have to do that with a div. You have to keep it as a part of that, and you want to highlight, then you have to use an span, right? That is technically the meaning of word div and spans. Nothing else other than that. That if anybody tries to tell different things about div and span, these are all not the main concepts. The main concept is very simple. To make our content SEO friendly and to tell the robot that where our content starts and where it ends. What is the scope of every topic? That is defined by using div. And highlight any area inside the topic, then you have to do that by using spans. That is only the point. These are all very important. So what are the options we are having now? Let's take a detailed one. I will give here semantic and description, a tabular form. What are the semantics we are having now? I hope you can tell the descriptions easily now. First one is what? Header. So it is content to display at the top margin of a page. At top margin of page. So what is footer? That is content to display at bottom margin of page. And what is section? So content to display between header and footer. Now main, it defines content used as entry point. It defines content used as entry point. Next, article. So it defines highlights. It defines highlights of your page. And aside, it contains information that is not relative to current page. It contains information that is not relative to current page. Next, nav. It defines navigation area. We have dialog. It configures a pop-up. Pop-ups are used for handling interaction. Detailedly, we will see one by one. I am just giving list of them. One by one, we will design now. Headers, footers, like that. Okay. Next, we have figure. It encapsulates any image or graphic with caption. We have fig caption. It sets SEO friendly caption for image. Next, what else we are having? Div. It is a division. So span. It spans the content. It spans the content along with existing. It spans the content along with existing. However, it can separate the content to highlight. However, it can separate the content to highlight, not technically separating. So it is a division. Every division separates your information from others. These are all the contents. Now, we will see how to design this. How do we use one by one? I just given a one-line description here, but detailedly, one by one, we will discuss now. How to design headers. We will take some real-time examples now. Let's take some real-time website designs and try to create them by using these options. Are these only the semantics HTML is having? No. These are the major semantics used for designing a layout of page. Because first, once you create the page layout, then you can put everything inside that layout. Images, links, paragraphs, headings, all those comes inside this layout. Remember, all these elements are empty boxes. All these elements are empty box. Header is an empty box. Footer is an empty box. Then why all these empty boxes have different names? Remember, all are these considered as containers. All these are containers. Containers means a box. Empty boxes these are. Then why so many names for empty boxes? So why so many names for empty boxes? That is actually, if anybody asks this at high level, then you should say, that means if anyone asks, why to use so many semantics? Why to use so many semantics instead of one container? Instead of one container, why to use so many semantics instead of one container? That is very regular question here. So why we have to use so many semantic? I hope can you tell any answer for this? What is the answer? Why you need so many semantics instead of one container? To make the page SEO friendly. To make the page SEO friendly, you need that. But for experienced people, one more word is there. For very high level experienced people, the answer is actually to configure accessibility. To configure accessibility. Accessibility. This is the technical word actually. Accessibility. To configure accessibility. In web designing, accessibility means what? Accessibility is nothing but it makes your content more search engine friendly as well as user friendly. Both means you have to use the word what? Accessibility. If you say SEO friendly, it is only SEO friendly. But it is not just SEO friendly, it is SEO friendly as well as user friendly. SEO and user friendly. SEO and user friendly means you have to use the word was what? Accessible. And do you know accessibility in web is very trending course in the current generation. But very few places they teach this accessibility. Majority you will not find everywhere web accessibility course. It is having high demand, very high demand, but very few people are there in this category. Because for freshers, we don't have immediate jobs. For experienced people only, we have accessibility jobs. But many people don't know this accessibility. We have a very high demand for this accessibility in the current market. Accessibility, I will tell you. So generally, for example, you have seen Netflix and Amazon Prime videos. You have seen Amazon Prime videos and Netflix. You are watching some videos now. When you are watching videos, do you know audio is there? In audio, you can select which language audio you want. Have you seen there is an option called audio description? Have you seen? Have you ever tried that audio description? In Netflix or Prime Video, when you are watching a video, movie, have you ever tried audio description? Have you seen audio description option? Today, see if you haven't. Have you ever tried it? Do you know what it is? It is nothing but Netflix and Prime Video like websites. They provide their movies for people who are visually challenged. They can't see, but they can listen to movie. Netflix is not only for people to watch movies, not only for watching, it is for listening movies. You may not know about that. But it is a major accessibility option that Netflix provides. Right? That means, do you know, if you put audio description, you can listen to movie, even you can't see it, you can listen to movie and you can understand, because suppose when two people are sitting in car and going to some place in a movie and they are talking to each other, you can see it and you can listen to their dialogues. But do you know, in audio description, it will tell you that they are sitting in the car, right? In which way they are sitting, what is passing by the cars, it will explain. Try that. And that is for the people who are visually challenged. Such accessibility options are designed for people who can't see, people who can't touch. That means people who are physically not enabled with all, they can also use your website. They can just ask what they want, it will do. That means they can't operate through their hands, then they can just speak with it. It will respond. This is called accessibility. Do you know how much demand it is having in the current market? Recently, one of my friend who is working on these web technologies shifted to accessibility, and he have more than 8 years experience in web actually, just basically. Before that, he worked on different technology. From 8 years, he was working on web. Very recently, he shifted to the concept of accessibility in Cisco, and his package is 90 lakh per annum. 90 lakh per annum, his package in Cisco. That is the package for web designing. Web designing, not Java, .NET or something else. It is just HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Web designing, and additionally the concept is accessibility. There are no many people who teach this accessibility. There are no much correct courses for this in the current market, but it is the future of web design. It is the future. That means in future you will see this will be very trending in the market. But currently we don't have much people training on this, or much people know about this at all. Web accessibility is very most trending course in for future, and it will take time to get into this. I explained now where it is used. I explained where it is used. You are using all these options. Do you know you have Amazon Alexa, you have Siri? What are all these? They are artificial intelligence, but they all comes under a category of accessibility. Do you know in your mobile there is an accessibility option, right? You can turn on the accessibility option. It will give you a lot of shortcuts. It will give you a lot of shortcuts. That means without touching, you can handle it, right? Even without watching, you can listen to your messages. I hope you know when you put on your earpods, a message comes, it will speak and it will narrate the message, right? These are all accessibility things. So if anybody asks you like, what is the purpose of all these? That is the option is accessibility. Accessibility have two things. What is it? SEO friendly and user friendly. That is the point about accessibility. Now let's see how to use all these options one by one. First, I will give one example. I will copy this example into the classroom. This is example for this divs. Just now what I created for divs, I am giving that example. I will upload this. Tomorrow I am going to share a Google Drive link that will not have any problem of number of users. You can have that link and you can get all the notes from there. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, there will be no issue about link. I will share one link. Any number of users can access and use it. There you will get all the notes. Okay. This program, this is the concept that I explained about divs. Okay. Now you understood the concept of div and span, right? Now we will try to design one by one, all of them using some real-time example. First one, we will design headers. For headers, I will give you one environment. You set up that environment. Let's see. Let's take one website. What we will do is, during our learning process, we will take help of this website called getbootstrap.com. You visit this website. Later, we will learn Bootstrap, but in this website, we can get some sample website designs and we can design them. But we will learn our HTML and CSS and JavaScript by designing such real-time examples. So we will take this website. Let's go to this website and see. You see, I'm opening getbootstrap.com. This is the website. In this website, go to a category called themes. When you go to themes category, you will find so many website sample themes are present. These are website sample themes. In these website sample themes, suppose I am selecting e-commerce shopping. When I select this, you can see this is the sample website theme. Let's see the preview, live preview. I will click on live preview. This is the preview for this. This is the preview, how this website looks like. This is the preview of this website. Now our target is in the coming 1 week, we should finish designing this. We will design exactly like this. We have to finish designing this. This is our target. That means with whatever HTML we are learning, we should able to design this template. Actually, this includes a lot of CSS also. But while learning itself, we will see both of the concepts. So our target is designing this template. If you can design this template, good. That means now you are perfect with your HTML. That means we will try to implement everything, whatever we learned in real-time process. We will take one website design and we will try to create this. And we will design in 2 ways. One is, this is desktop version. We will design mobile version also. Mobile version looks like this. That means by the end of our HTML, we must able to design the website in mobile version and desktop version. Only design we can do first. Functionality for that we need to do JavaScript. With JavaScript, we can give functionality. But design we can finish with HTML and CSS part. We should able to create 2 concepts, desktop version, another one mobile. That means when anybody watching our website on mobile, it looks like this. If watching on desktop, it should look like this. And in this, you see this is the point. You can understand. This is header na? At the top margin of page, that is header. Can you tell me in this header, how many main divisions are there? How many main divisions are there in this header? Carefully see. How many main divisions are there in this? How many main divisions are there in this header? Divisions, the main divisions, 3 divisions are there. Left, center and right. Na? They are all related to each other. They are all related to header only. In header again subdivisions. Na? In header, how many divisions are there? 3. And the left division contains shopper. And in the center division, it contains these menu items. And in the right division, it contains shortcut buttons. Now we need to design this. But how to get these buttons? That means how to get these icons. To get these icons, you have to do one installation. I will show you that. Let's see. If you keep that ready, then we can start designing that, right? How to get icons? I will give a point, note down that. So that is, this is bootstrap icons for web design. How to get the icons for web design? First, open your project in VS Code, which already we done that. Now open terminal. Terminal I showed you now already. You have to open the terminal. There previously we executed a command called npm init-y. npm init-y package JSON. Na? So open the terminal. After that, switch to command prompt. Switch to command prompt in terminal. Now you run this command. Run the following command. We have to run the command npm install bootstrap icons and save. _save. This will install icons related library in your project. This is a special library web developers use for different types of icons. If you want different types of icons, then you can use it. For different types of icons, you can use this one. So once you do this, now what will happen is this will add a new folder into your project by name. The folder name will be node_modules. And all icons are present in a CSS file that is actually present in node_modules. In that, so we will have bootstrap icons. In that bootstrap icons dot in that we have a font in that bootstrap icons.css. that is the file. All the icons are present in this file. All icons are present in this file. What you have to do is link the CSS file to your page. You have to link the CSS file to your page. How do we link? In head section, link. This time relation is style sheet. Previously relation was shortcut icon. Relation is style sheet. href. Href is / node modules bootstrap icons font bootstrap icons.css. What is meant by .. I will show you. This is how we have to link the file. We need to link the file like this. This is required to have some icons. Actually, in HTML, some icons will come automatically with some special characters. But all icons you can't get with special characters. For example, you want to get a rupee symbol, you want to get some greater than, less than symbol, you can type through characters. But if you want a symbol like bell, you want a symbol like home, then you cannot get that in HTML. You need help of this library. There are so many libraries. Popular is bootstrap icons. In real-time projects, we use two popular libraries. One is bootstrap icons. Another one is font awesome. There is an icon library called font awesome. Website designers use that font awesome. But this is simple. You try this one easy. Now, once you link this, you can use icons in your page. You can easily put the icons and you can easily define the icons. I will show you here. See, what I am doing is, let's go to the project. In the project, first step, go to terminal, open the terminal. This is the terminal. In the terminal, what is the command? So here we have to run the command. Observe carefully. Currently, our project contains what are the folders? Public and src. Now see what I am doing. npm install what it is? Bootstrap icons and save. Make sure that you are connected to internet because it is an online command. It will not run if you are not connected to internet, right? When you enter this, it will download and install the library for you. Automatically, you will see left side, a folder is added, node modules. You see one extra folder added to our project. All the libraries that you install, they are present in this. Now let's go to our file. Where is our file? Public. In public, which one? Home. In this home, we want to put, or here I will design another HTML file, add another HTML file. I will give some demo.html. This is HTML. And here I will put this code and we will give the title as what? Demo. And here we need to link. What is the link now? We have to link a CSS file. Actually, observe carefully. Our HTML page is here. In which folder it is present? Public. We have to come out of this folder and access node modules. Node modules is outside now. We have to come out of this folder and access. And you might have learnt in Java and .NET and other technologies, cd ... you know. ... means come out of the current folder and go to the previous level of folder. That is what we use here. ... slash. ... slash means come out of the current folder and go to the previous level. ... slash means current folder. If you want to access anything from current folder, you have to use ... slash. One level back, ... slash. Two levels back, ... slash again. Three levels back, ... slash again. Like that we can go back. So see now what I am doing. Link relation is equal to what? Style sheet. And here href I am using ... slash. Is node modules there? Node modules is not there. It is present outside now. So we have to use ... slash. Now node modules is there. In node modules, bootstrap icons, in that which folder? Font, in that bootstrap icons.css. Once you link this, now you can use icons. How? Actually, every icon have a class name. Every icon have a class name. So see now, I am running this here. Okay, here I am using a simple word as subscribe. Like before that subscribe word, I will put a span because I want inline in the same line. For this span, we have to apply a class. Bootstrap icons will have two classes. First class is BI and second class is BI hyphen. What is the icon name? Icon name is suppose bell. And you can see that automatically subscribe will get that icon. Right? That means you can get the icon like this. Suppose I said BI home, right? You can see that there is no home. Actually, it may be house. You can see there is house. Suppose I am writing BI Twitter. You can see there is a Twitter icon. Right? I say BI Instagram, and you can see this is Instagram icon. So I have icon like some person. That means you can see it will get like this. I have icon like suppose some heart. Then it will get an icon like this. We can use the icons. Suppose we say mail, then say it is not there. How do you know which one is there or not? For that, we have to go to the official website of Get Bootstrap. This website have icons category na? Go to icons category, you will find hundreds of icons here. And what you have to do, just select which icon you want. So which icon you want, you select that icon. Suppose I am selecting this icon. So this is, what is it? Some alt image. This is icon. And when you select the icon, it will give its class name. What is the class name? BI image alt. That means what you have to do here, we have to just BI image hyphen alt. And you can see that will come here and it will display here. That's how we get the icons. And for that icons, we need class name. So last point is, so apply icon using div or span. You can use div or span. You want below, above, you can use div or you can span. So with the bootstrap icon class name, how do we define that? We put a span, class is equal to BI, and BI some option like house. Like this we can give. Or we can say div, we can put a class BI and BI For example, any option like person, like this we can give. These are the icons, how you get icons in your website. And to get these icon classes, you have to install icons. If you install, after installing, you have to link. After linking, you can use. In any page you want icons, you have to link this file first. And it's very important to mention relation as what? Style sheet. Right? This is how we can get the icons. Once we can get these icons, then it is easy to design the headers. We can create the headers and we can do them. That we'll see in tomorrow's session. Right? In tomorrow's session, we will start designing that example. Right? Now your system is ready with icons and all. Now we can start designing the page. Tomorrow we will see that. So in tomorrow's session, we will start with header. After that, we will go to footer, section and other options. Okay? Is it clear? So try this, then tomorrow we will continue. Okay? Right. Yeah, classroom code I will share tomorrow. Right? So for all people can join into that. Right? Tomorrow I will share with that. Right? Okay then.